Greetings. I am your host, Sheena Gadon with the Rock Truth Radio. Welcome and thank you for joining us with Rock Truth, or absolutely nothing at all. We live in a society today where truth, even before our eyes, is consistently questioned, criticized, and altered to fit a person of God or original and changed for the kingdom and for mankind. We believe in the Bible. Our kingdom is that inspired, inflamed, and inherited. The final authority for all. Rock True Queen is found on He who is the original point of the reference for all things to come in eternity. The Rock True Queen podcast is a cross culture response to the generation economy and social injustice of the kingdom women in today's society. Ratu's Queen is established for each one to teach, to reach one to teach one, the lost art of as inherited chosen to the daughter. Therefore, expose the hidden in the plain sight. Assassin attempts on the kingdom morals and grace and the glory of her identity. All three healing the broken love, the language between the kings and his queen by applying the kingdom principles, revelations, and knowledge. The podcast seeks inspired and enlighten and highlights upcoming and established local queens and kings of the characters, while also promoting Black consistency and awareness of not only who we are, but to whom we belong. It's absolutely a kingdom. Hello, fellow rock truthers. How are we doing today?
I am amazing.
Amazing. Hey.
Hey.
How we doing today?
Great.
Girl, I like that crown. Looking nice and jewels up there. Look, let me
that
crown. Like, yes.
Tilt down. What does it say?
Hat?
Your hat.
Oh, it says the lady behind the mask.
Yes.
Of course.
Always.
Of course. Yes. Hey, Carol, how are you today?
All right.
Yes.
Here we go. What's going on?
We got that screen together. She said I'm back. She said I had to get that crown right. Yes, that's what. Yes. I love it.
Together.
I love it.
I love it.
What's going on?
We are strong, right?
Yes,
Just like
we are.
Like Naya says, we are strong. We are stronger than we know.
Listen,
stronger than we know.
Listen, every day.
When they say every day, every day, right?
All day.
Every day, all day, every day.
Our topic for tonight, Queendom character, upright. You know, being upright as a queen, keeping that head upright. Because guess what? When you put your head down, your crown gonna fall off. Oh no, queen, no. Keep your head upright.
Pulling you up.
Like, hey. Hey, we strong. So how did we feel? How did we keep our upright this week? How did we keep our upright this week? Listen. Listen. I'm just saying, you gotta ask that question. Because I know my upright. Listen, I was like, hold on, let me get this together for the week.
Getting my upright, I could say getting my upright was really, 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 truly walking and owning my queendom. I'm just gonna say that, because I had said in the past before, it's like, when you are walking in your greatness, your purpose, your excellence, right? Other people can't understand it, and guess what? That's not your problem.
That's the truth, though. That's
not your problem. But we have been taught, right? We have been taught that it is, and so, but in actuality, it's not. And what was one of the things I'd always say, Doug? I said, listen, your inability or their inability to understand my capability is their problem, not mine. So
say it again. Listen, and
I'ma
you
say it again
saying
for the
that.
people in the
Look,
back.
say it again for the people in the back so
For
they
the
can
people in the
hear
back. For the
you.
people in the
Listen, I
back.
hope y'all
For the people in the-
listening.
So their inability to understand your capability is their problem, not yours.
Absolutely.
And
Which is
so
so true.
that's how you walk in your, that's how you walk in and stand and do everything in your queendom. It's like, that's that unbothered.
True.
And you have to still do you and keep you. I mean, it's so interesting, with the topic today, if you guys don't mind, you ladies, queens don't mind.
No, not at all.
When Queen Selena, she jumped in, she's like, hey, can you jump on? I was like, all right, a little time, because I'm trying to juggle some stuff. I had literally just got finished getting off of an interview with a young lady in Kenya for a magazine in the UK. And wait a minute, what is, oh, that's my hair. I'm like, what is around my neck? And all this, I'm like, she got on the choker. You saw it too?
I thought it was going with the, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was an accessory.
I'm sitting there like, what is that around my neck?
Hey, Ty, thanks for the
Hey, Ty.
What's going on,
Thank
Ty?
you. Appreciate
Love
it.
the roses. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the roses, King. So I'm literally, okay, that took me off guard. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's okay.
But it was so funny when I asked her, I said, okay, sure. I said, what's the topic? Because I never know what the topic is. I just usually just slide on in. And then she sent me the flyer and I looked at it and I was like, oh, that's too funny. Because in the interview, I literally was talking about character. And so, but it's a different twist to it. So how can I best put this? So we had showing up with peanut. Okay, I'm not. I can't. Don't be hate queening us now. It's all peanut butter. But hey, King. So anyway, so when you talk about character, so I forget what one of the questions was that she asked me, but it had to do with really, I think it was something about maybe being in your darkest place, right? And the thing is, innately, we are already strong. So like Anaya says, now I'm probably going to totally batch how we got to this answer, but I'm just going to give you the answer. I don't remember the question that led to the answer, but this is the overgeneral gist of the answer. So we're basically innately strong. Everything in us is innately within us. And please stop putting those comments on there because it's throwing me off. I'm sorry.
Ooh, the comments are affecting her, guys.
Cut it.
They always do that. Pop up in the comments, be cutting up.
I know we have a fun, but yo, this is okay. Anyway, first I had my choker hair. Like, what the heck?
Now we're talking about the peanut butter spread
all over the place. Like, okay, we rocking truth. What we doing today? I'm confused. Okay, so basically your character. So here's the thing. For many of us that have dealt with any kind of trauma, and I'm just going to break it down because I know Queen Shannon, domestic violence, same thing with that. We all been through something, right? Some kind of trauma, something that has kept us broken, something that has allowed us to keep this mask on, right?
Absolutely.
Yes. Right?
Yeah.
So, and on you and all that. But here's the thing. Because all these things were innately in us, we were taught how to not believe the things that were already inside. Absolutely. We were taught to be afraid. We were taught that we weren't worthy. We were taught that we weren't valued. We were taught all of the things that tie into our self-love, and self-worth. However, we were taught, some of us, many of us, were taught how to be polite, how to have morals, how to know right from wrong, some certain standards. Those are just part of the qualities, some of the virtues that we should possess. And those are the things that we still learned. But the most valuable lesson that we did not learn was the most important lesson, that if you don't have that, then you can't effectively give love and be of love to other people, however you serving them. And that's in everything. Your politeness may not still be polite, because then you'll still have hate. Now remember the question. The question was, how do you hate, or how do you feel something when you hate, or what do you hate the most? That was the question. What do you hate the most? And I had to answer her, and I said, you know what? I said, to be quite honest, I said, hate is no longer in my vocabulary, because you have to put a lot of energy into hate, and love and hate cannot coexist. So in order to have love in me and my being, my everything, then I have to love self first before I can love anyone else or anything else, right? In that matter, I'm going to always still be polite. But is my polite going to be with love, or is it going to be with a little sarcasm in it? Like, with a little bit of tint of hate. Like, I might be disappointed in some things. Oh yeah, absolutely. Just, but a hatred, because hatred is a viable energy that's a choice that I can have. And I'm like, why would I want that? That's negative energy. When love does not that doesn't equate. It's going to counteract each other. And then usually what's going to happen, if you fill yourself with hate, then you can't truly feel or give or have anything remotely close to love. You may have snippets of it, but if you allow hate into your system, into your character, so now this goes into with character, because that's one of the character traits. However, that is the priority of the character traits, of the self-love and worth of yourself first. And that's how we can get into a domestic violence relationship. That's how we can give our power to other people. That's how our crown can get knocked off. That's how we cannot understand, and we got to hide behind a mask, because of that one essential characteristic trait of love, which is self-love, which equates to your self-worth, will then transpire into the other characteristics that we have within ourselves. Boom. That's it.
Hey, drop the mic. Boom. Teach them.
Look, Selena T.
Yes. I'm sorry. Yeah.
So, how was your crown?
It would be the guys going back and forth with the peanut butter, right?
Yeah. Listen,
it's a guy thing. It's a guy thing. Gotta thing. Next,
so
we're gonna be talking about Reese cups. Like
some chocolate, peanut butter. But back on topic. Doc, how did you hold your crown upright this week?
I would say just really putting action behind like all of the ideas that's been like floating around in my head, popping up. Like, I got people in my ear, people in my inbox, like just everywhere, just all kinds of like creative energy coming from everywhere. And it's like, now I'm really starting to get like one foot in front of the other for all of this stuff that I have like coming my way, like all the ideas I have. Like, I went and actually got the seeds and stuff.
For your garden.
Yeah. And so like that was like kind of like an all-in-one, like, a self-care, future project type situation. And it really helped me put my regular like schedule and priority list into perspective, because I had changed my schedule. Like, I was waking up at like 5 or 6 in the morning to get stuff done. And then lo and behold, my daughter shifts her sleep schedule. So she wakes up when I wake up now. And so it's like, dang, like, do I got to wake up earlier or stay up later? So like, I'm back in that kind of like in between phase of getting my schedule back, to a place where I can get stuff done outside of, being a mom. But like really just keeping my eye on that type of shift and that type of change. Like, it's gonna be a constant battle, because it's not like I'm gonna wake up one day and and not be a mom. Like,
absolutely.
Like, I wouldn't want that. So I'm absolutely feeling the personal growth that I'm having from from being a mother, and also really wanting to be a successful businesswoman, because it's like COVID and the quarantine and stuff, and got everybody out here got some type of business. They selling everything, lashes,
everything,
like filter colors. I don't know, they selling any and everything.
Look, lip gloss, all the above. Yeah. Everybody got a small business.
I have a business. Like, I want to be a successful
bottle caps.
Want to help people. Right. Like, I actually want to have like, a nice stable base of clients and actually help people and, have those testimonies. Cause like, that's like the the key to a lot of, seeing your growth in your own, in your lane, like seeing the people that you help, and like, I didn't even know I could help somebody in that way. So it's like,
listen, you never know what you can do.
Affect people shows you your own gifts, because sometimes we have to look in the mirror, and the mirror isn't necessarily a reflective surface. It's the people that we affect around us. And so I've been having a whole lot of those interactions lately, and it's really been getting me together and getting my feet moving and my mind and body in action. So
it's been giving that eye opener, like, hey, wake up, this is what's going on a little bit. This is the people you're helping. So I definitely understand that. I would say for me this week, I would definitely say me stepping into the unknown, just kind of getting uncomfortable and just doing it. Like, even if it's uncomfortable, why not just do it? Try it out, see what happens. The only way not to get it done is not to do it. That's the only way to fail, right? So, my I can definitely say for the week, my upright was basically, not to fear what's going to happen and just try it. The worst thing can happen is that it just doesn't work out. Either change it up and switch something different and make it better. Keep working at it. That's about it. So that was what I did for the week. I just started stepping out and just kind of claiming it. Like, this is what I'm trying to do. So why not focus on it and be in that lane?
You're like changing your vibrations. It's like you're putting all of that. So that way what you put, it's like what you put out there is what you get back.
Yes, absolutely.
It's like it's
trying to make it full circle.
Your energy pull, right? Absolutely.
Yes.
So, which goes back to, that because you love yourself, right?
Yes, absolutely.
That you're worthy of that. So it's like, why not? Like, how come? Like, okay, this is what I deserve. This is what I'm entitled to. Like, yes.
Like, yes, I deserve that. I want that. So why not go get it? And if I don't go get it, somebody else gonna get it. So it may as well be me.
That's right. And it's funny you said that, because when I was doing something earlier today, and what came, it was like loud as day, and it just came out of nowhere, and it was said, your failure is your success.
I like that though.
Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. Because you get extra experience, if nothing else. Like, that thing isn't going to work. At the very least, what doesn't work when you try something and it doesn't work out. Okay, that is not going to get me to where I need to go, because it ended here, and I'm trying to get there. So
exactly.
So got something else.
It's like, let's go back to the drawing board. Let's figure out some different things and let's move forward. Some people fail and then be like, oh, I don't want to do this no more. And they allow that failure to be the reason why they don't continue. But you should use that failure as a lesson to continue, because just because that didn't work don't mean that nothing's going to work. So,
Well, that's what queens do. Queens figure it out. Queens have wisdom, right? Princesses are still in training.
Correct.
Princesses are fine, and you should be a princess but someone is caring for you as a princess. Princesses don't make decisions. Princesses don't have to think. Princesses just have to be a princess. That's it. You just be a princess. A queen is an elevation. Queen is, so you're a princess, basically you're a queen in training.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I tell my kids all the time, y'all in training. I'm listening. I'm training y'all to grow up into a queen. And I tell them that constantly. I tell them, I said, go stand in the mirror and say that you're beautiful. Know that you're worthy, and know that you are, you're capable of doing anything you put your mind to. Whatever you choose to do, you're capable to do it. And I try to put that in them, because I like my youngest daughter, she'll quickly be like, oh, I can't. I said, nope, can't is not in the dictionary. Try that again.
That's right. Our words are so powerful. It's powerful than what we even know, consciously and subconsciously. So the things that are fed to us, and then sometimes when we wonder, and that's where the queendom part comes in at, because then you can start to decipher them, like, all right, well, everything has a cause and effect. Everything has, there's an end result to something. Maybe not an end result, but there's a resolve to things that happen in your life, right? And so when you go through this time to kind of sit back and reflect, on your throne, you get to sit back and reflect and really start, choosing, what is it? Am I saying the word right? Dominion over your ruling over your nation, because your nation is you, right? everything that happens around you and through you and to you and over you and by you and all those, you have to be able to understand your own kingdom, right? Because you're the kingdom of yourself. So once you kind of can sit back and decipher and rule over you, then that doesn't allow room for anyone else to rule over you, as long as you understand the rules of your kingdom, right? And then you can allow people and things to come into your kingdom. So you are the first nation. Yes, absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. So when that occurs, you know, you have, like I said, everything that I've always decided, I've come to realize it comes with a choice. Everything is a choice. It's a yes or a no. It's a go or stop. it's hot or cold. Like it's one or the other. It's a polar opposite, right?
You don't make, someone else will make them for you.
It's someone else will make them for you. Absolutely. So you have to really get into this place and space of, because your body is going to automatically react to stuff. That's just how our bodies are built. Due to if you're cold, all of a sudden you're going to get cold. Your body is going. So, but it's not going to fix itself until you decide what you're going to do about being cold. Are you going to just sit there and continue to suffer and be cold? Or are you going to, okay, let me go try to find something to warm myself up? See, now this part of your brain is going to start thinking and rationalizing and say, okay, so let me analyze and let me figure out what I need to do, opposed to the princess and you, it's so cold, I don't know what to do. You know, then you're like a basket case. But I mean, I'm talking about being cold, but just think about other things in our life, right? Other things that happen, we lose it. And when we lose it, we allow other people to rule over our decisions and our kingdom when we totally lose it, because we're not able or capable to think and to decipher what's best for our kingdom. Right. You know, and because we're the queen of our king, but you know who our true king is. It's our dad. You know, so who's going to rule over everything. He's giving us the other right hand of the other throne, so that way we can make the best decisions for us. For us, until he allows someone to take that seat beside us. So I mean, this message was going somewhere, but hopefully that stuck with something, because now I'm still stuck on peanut butter. I'm sorry.
No, you definitely made it there. Like coming out of that victim problem mindset and getting into solution mindset, where a big problem can be just as simple as, I'm cold. How do I not be cold? And then you go through your solution set. Like, I can get a jacket. I can turn up the heat. I can close the window. Like, then you start thinking of solutions and trying them out and finding out what works. And every problem that you come against, that's exactly the thought process that you should be going through. Not like, oh, it's this problem. What am I going to do now?
Or just whatever. You know?
Right.
Or like, oh, what was me? Or you just wait for someone else to, to take care of your own needs. And that just goes with everything. You wait for someone else to take care of your own needs.
And see, we being queens, we don't need to wait on anybody. We need to set the standard and set it. You know, take care of it, handle it, figure it out.
We got to figure it out.
And how you move shows other people. It sets the standard for this. So if you're in motion, people are going to understand, when I'm around her, I need to be in motion. Whether she's going to notice me not moving, or it's going to be a problem, or whatever. I don't want to create a situation. I need to be in motion if I'm going to be in her presence, because she's in motion.
You know, they move with motivation. She moving in motivation and she moving strong. So I need to move like that. So absolutely.
That's right. Or just move on out. It's just like you said, when you start thinking about, and like I said, it dawned on me when I had this interview and she was asking some really good questions. I was like, oh man, nobody ever asked me that. You know, nobody ever asked me that. And it makes you think. And so it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, when you start to really think about some of like I said, cause and effect. We have to start looking at, and Doc will like this, there's a science to everything, right?
I try to tell people, like, just because you don't know why it works, trust me.
There's a science to everything. I mean, and we say, oh, it's not that hard, and it really isn't, because it's a cause and an effect. You know, when you look at, I mean, it doesn't matter what type of, you know, laws you want to look at. There's the physical laws, there's spiritual laws, there's, there's all kinds of laws. There's chemistry law, you got all kinds of stuff. But there's, once again, it goes back to, you have A and B, and A and B is going to cause a reaction. If A happens, then this is. So in business, right? So I can talk in terms of business because I was a business major. And, there's something called a decision tree. If you ever seen, like everyone ever heard of like project management, things of that nature, you have a decision, which is usually always like a diamond. That's a decision. And then from your decision, there's always a question. It's a question that's proposed to you at that moment. So that's a decision that needs to be made. And it's either a yes or a no. And then the yes will follow this path, and the no will follow this path. And either the yes will get you to a stop. If the answer is yes, then this is it and you're done. And if it's a no, then you have to follow this step and then this step, or vice versa. So there's always a path based on the decision that is made. Sometimes the decision will take you to another decision. Sometimes it will take you to an end of a mean. Sometimes it will just continue to go, but it depends on your decision. And it comes to you always have to come to a stop, and it's called a flow chart, because things flow. The decisions flow. Your outcome flows, and then it comes to a stop at some point, and that's based on the end result or the desired result that you want. But it's going to, the outcome is only going to be determined based on the flow that you do. So that's when they say choose wisely. But that's why when you have that decision, you have to think about it. That's where you start to like, okay, let me see what's the answer to this. Some answers you have, some questions you have to think about. Others, there's no thought. It's simple, a yes or no. Like it's a yes or no. And then you just follow that path. Now, of course, there's things that are more complex, and you might have to say, now if it's this, then what's going to be the outcome? Well, if I go that route, now you have to see, that's when you got probability. See, now we're going to talk some law, and you got probable cause. So, I mean, sometimes we think too long. Is anybody's poker? It's like,
think wrong, you don't have enough information to answer the question. Say that. Say, I don't know enough about XYZ to answer this. Do you have more information? Because sometimes there is more information available, but the person that if you're in a decision-making position, they're going to assume that you have some type of knowledge about whatever the decision is being made. And it's up to you to let people know where you need more information, because you're the decision maker. Exactly.
So it looks like we got to get ready for our guest coming soon.
Yes.
Their intro and my exit. Sorry.
And my exit as well, ladies.
Oh, Doc, it's all on you. So I'll stay on to bring in our queen, but looks like we have to go to a commercial break. So Shannon, you got it? Who has the commercial?
Oh, yeah.
Pretty hurts. We shine the light on whatever's worse. Perfection is a disease of a nation. Pretty eyes. We shine the light on whatever's worse. Trying to fix something, but you can't fix what you can't see. It's the soul that needs a surgery.
RockTrue got merch, y'all. Who is your true north? Who holds you down so you'll always know where you are? God, the original true north, the original point of reference. Check out our clothing line, True North, at RockTrue2.com for your kingdom culture needs. Everything from tees to sweats, men's, women's, and kids' sizes. Inez Essentials Whipped Body Butter has a wide assortment of 8-ounce body butter made with unrefined shea and mango butter, infused with vitamin E oil, coconut oil, sweet almond oil, natural mica powder, and fragrant essential oils. It is designed to heal and moisturize dry skin, and it is perfect for the whole family. Our whipped shea butter is handcrafted with a blend of natural and organic ingredients. The unicorn body butter can be customized to the scent of your choice. If a scent is not chosen, no scent will be added. Have you been searching for a custom home decor and crafts? Check out Delicious Designs. For more information, simply search Della Williamson on Facebook. Are you in need of advertisement or marketing tools? Branded in his image prints, logos, flyers. Contact us today. RockTrue Prints is ready to serve your printing and designing needs. We offer a full array of marketing tools, logos, flyers, business cards, video ads, and website designs. If you need our services for prints, we got you there too. Contact us at rocktruthradio@gmail.com for more information.
Hey,
we're back. Yes, I'm so excited for our RockTrue Queens conference. So yes, make sure y'all get registered. We are on Eventbrite.
Yes. Pretty Hurts. I love that. Pretty Hurts.
Oh my gosh. Now our guest. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I'm like a low-key fan because I've been in Nao Fit Gang. That's Nikita's fitness support group. And she always pop up with her, like, I'm seasoning with Mia's oh so good. So I'm like, what is with this?
Oh, that's who the guest is.
Yes.
Oh!
Yes. So I'm overly excited.
And I was like, okay, now that makes sense. Yes. Also, I need some of that seasoning, girl.
Shout out. I saw her make a post. She was like, you know what? I was supposed to go and be somewhere and I didn't get there, but I ended up with this amazing opportunity. The store wants to have my season. And then so I'm like, oh, so you the one with the season? She was like, yeah, I don't have any because I just gave them all to the store. I'm like, oh man. Oh, so just I put in what. Let me know when you back in stock. They be like, we'll send you an email when this is back in stock. Let me know when you back in stock. Too,
because it do look so good. It do look so good. Yeah, I gotta put my glasses on so I can see her clearly when this.
I know, right? The cat is out the bag.
Yes,
our guest Mia Collins. Welcome, Queen.
Hey.
What's going on, Queen?
Nothing much. I'm so glad.
Talking about some nothing much. Come on now.
Look. She came on like, bam, I'm here with my yellow on. Because yellow is, the goddess of Oshun.
Workout gear.
Yeah, see, look.
She got her workout gear on, but see, subliminally, I'm going to tell you what you were doing. You were putting on, you was embracing Oshun.
Did you see the glow? You see the glow?
The goddess, the queen goddess. Oh, she ain't even know.
I just got off work literally right when it started. I'm like, oh, let me hurry up because I work from home. So I said, oh, let me hurry up. I don't want to miss it, but I made it right on time. I'm glad I wasn't late.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Listen, you always on time, always on time. Listen, I had to, and now I'm glad that I did. I said, well, because we all kind of had to bounce. We all got other stuff to do. And then I said, no, I'm going to stay on, to welcome the queen. Because I want, because I would want to have a welcome, right? Because when the queens come, they need to be announced properly. They need to have their subjects, right, surrounding them, right? Queens are supposed to celebrate other queens. So I said, all right, my meeting is for an hour. They can wait, because I'm just coming on there to fall back anyway. So I wanted to stay. And then when I found out it was you, I was like, oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
That's even better. So tell us all about the seasoning. Like, how did you come about this seasoning and why? Yeah, just start with that first.
Okay, so I was in the restaurant business for 14 years. I had my first restaurant when I was 19 in Hot Springs, Arkansas. I did chicken wings. So I did chicken wings for 14 years. Sold a couple franchises. I did, but working at a restaurant is like working at McDonald's, but you're the owner. The restaurant business is hard work, and I commend anybody who's in that field. It's hard work. You leave there stinking. It's a lot, So I went back to corporate America and started back working, but a lot of my friends still wanted my season, and they were like, you should sell it on the side. So it was just a little side hustle at first, but then I started getting so many orders, I needed a website. And that was about 2 years ago. Now, every time I go to the post office, I'm taking 40 orders at a time, So it started out with just seasonings. Now with one season, which is my top seller called Everything, because it's good on everything. So I started out with one flavor. Now I have 14 flavors and I have a cookware line. So that's how it started.
I love it. Oh my
So you got to do
goodness.
the post of how it started, how it's going, and you know how you in the kitchen with your because I saw that picture of you in the kitchen with your seasoning, got your pots and pans there, like yes, how it's going.
I know I need to do that too. The beginning to the end. My old labels, I used to tape a sheet of paper on there, to now where I got actual labels, it's definitely come a long way for sure.
That definitely comes. So how does that feel? How did that feel to go from something where as oh, love you too, sis. Something as simple as seasoning, because when we think about our sisters and brethrens, right, don't seem to want to embrace something that's very different. So how did you combat, the rejection? Let's call it what it is. The rejection of your peers who were like, seasoning, like you can't sell seasoning, like really? Like first and foremost, you had a restaurant. I'm pretty sure they didn't believe in that, but they was faithfully coming to eat it though, right? Yeah. But then when you left the restaurant, it's like, oh, well, just sell the season. Well, I'm gonna start selling. How you gonna go from a restaurant to selling seasoning? Don't nobody. I'm just gonna go buy me some Lawry's. I don't want your seasoning. And so
that's huge, because with our people, no, seriously, that's the first thing they think. They're like, so I just had to get hard with guerrilla marketing. That's how I honestly got it to pop off. I post my seasoning and food all day long, to where anytime somebody buys my season, they're like, oh my God, let me send you pictures. And the reason why I think my peers, because they see it so much, I'm trying to get more of my peers that I don't know to purchase it. That's why it's good when my friends and family buy it, when they share it. Even if everybody on their page doesn't like it, all it takes is one other person to be like, oh, okay, I'm going to go ahead and support. But it's really guerrilla marketing. I'm going to be honest with you too. When I do like the small black pop-up shops, I'd never do good, because it's really not because it's really not
it's not this.
Yeah.
It's not the pocketbooks.
Yes. They want to buy, they're going to buy the purses and the jewelry next to me. They're not really concerned about cooking. So I had to learn my audience, but when I do the big trade shows, I'm selling 1,500, 2,000 bottles at a time, so I could easily get discouraged when I do the small pop-up shops and I don't really do good, but you have to know your audience. And younger Black people aren't into cooking as much. So that's why I have to show them and post pictures, post food,
And I'm definitely coming. And you said you have 14?
14 flavors. I have a burger season, a fish fry, a peppercorn herb, a keto friendly. I have a chili in the bag. And my newest flavor is spicy everything. And when I say it's a hit, girl, I keep one in my purse.
I'm gonna mess around, because my mom already stressing about how I got the cabinets full of stuff.
I know, right? I'm sitting there like,
what is this Mia?
Listen, because before I go, I need to know how tell the peoples and tell first of all, just tell me. I mean, if they happen to get it, they can get it. So how can I get it? Where can I go?
You go to my website. I'm fully stocked on every flavor. It's Mia's Oh So Good Seasoning.bigcartel.com.
Is it Mia with an S or Mia? Spell it out.
MIASOOHH so good GOOD seasonings, and then .com. No, .bigcartel.com. I'm sorry. But if you just Google Mia's Oh So Good Seasoning, my website, Facebook, Instagram, everything comes up.
Google me. That's how you know you made me like Google me.
Yeah, Google me.
That's all you gotta say. Just Google me, and you can walk out like.
We had to put it in our private chat so that way our people in the back can put it up on the tag, because I need people to be able to find you and know how to get to your seasoning.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely. That's what queens do. We help each other out. That's why I had to ask that question. Because listen, I know, like I said, because I know people who do different, extraordinary, different things, right? And those are the ones who make it when you have that tenacity, and you just be like, you know what, I'm just going to do this thing no matter what, regardless what other people say, no matter how other people think. And then they're going to look at you and go, dang, she got 14. Now she has Yo, wait a minute. You just turned into the Black Rachel Ray. What's going
That's
on, bro?
my goal. That's what I'm trying to
Okay.
You're
wear.
the Black Rachel Ray. Hold
I
up.
sold
Wait a
200
minute.
skillets in 3 months. And I know if I can sell 200 skillets in 3 months, I feel like I could do anything. That made me feel so good. I
Oh, wow. Look at your website.
And you
yes,
haven't even said the best part about your seasonings.
huh?
They're natural, no
Yes,
preservatives,
no
like
MSG.
all
And
of
then
that.
I have a limited edition Jamaican jerk. I'm sold out of that one because I get all the ingredients fresh from Jamaica.
Oh,
Every time I
Woo!
get that one, it sells out in a week. So
I
stay tuned.
remind me, got to go and me get me some Jamaican seasoning, My, oh, you're speaking to my heart right there,
Yes,
Wow,
I have a curry.
ooh,
I have a variety, a ranch
you're gonna
sage.
have this
you
song.
got
You're
the
gonna have
recipe
me say,
book on
"Oh,
there
I
on
think
how to
you're
use the
fucking
seasoning.
big girl."
Yeah.
Yes.
And I would say
Yes.
probably
Oh,
the
that is
hardest
so.
part about
I
cooking
love
is
the
the
brand.
seasoning.
I'm going to tell you, like, this from queen to queen, as my look. Made my light come out. But I love the branding. I love how you have it all together, and I love the story you have behind it. So I can't wait to see what else you do with this.
Thank you so
Like,
much. My cookware sets are set to release mid-April, so stay tuned.
I love it. I love it. I love it. The
Oh,
burger
look,
plate.
that burger seasoning. Oh my goodness, it's so
Your
good. One of
favorite
my
burger.
customers shared a recipe, which will be in the next cookbook, making a beef stroganoff using the burger seasoning. And when I say it is so good, it is amazing.
I'm excited because I'm sorry. I
I know.
am.
My mouth is salivating. I'm like,
I'm telling you, and I love cooking, and like the hardest thing about cooking usually is like figuring out what to season stuff with, and or even just having all the stuff that you usually like to put together, or you go to do it again, and you forgot one of the things that you normally put on it, and it's like this tastes different. It's like, oh, because I forgot to. But if it's all already mixed in together, you just know, like, yeah, this the one that I put on, and this the one that I. It saves you time and
and
effort and energy, and it's gonna
And
taste.
I have a lot of vegan friends or, people that have just left meat alone because they're trying to, eat healthier and things like that. And I get more business from them than anybody because they're trying to make those veggies taste different. They're
And
trying
that's what I
to
tell
like,
people.
it's
Season.
all about seasoning. It's all about seasoning.
Yes,
and everything, look, that
It's all about
everything good on
seasoning.
everything.
absolutely. You got to season your vegetables the same way you would season meat, because trust me, it makes
Exactly.
a difference.
Makes a big difference.
You won't
Huge.
even notice there ain't no meat in it when you season it, right?
Exactly. That's what it's all about. That flavor. So I'm trying to
It's
add
flavor. Just think about tofu. Tofu takes on the flavor of whatever you give it. So that's the same thing with all the food. It takes on the flavor based on what seasons you give it. I mean,
exactly.
that goes back to ancient times, seasoning.
I agree.
Seasoning.
Yep,
Seasoning.
those are my skillets, which are officially sold out.
Wow.
Already.
Completely sold out.
Already.
Yes, in 3 months. I couldn't believe it. I was thinking about restocking more, but I'm really trying to get my set released. And once I get that released, I'll get some more skillets. But I didn't think, I'm like, but it's a heavy duty cast iron skillet. It weighs like 7 pounds. So it's definitely worth it. And people are loving it. My fan club on Facebook, a lot of my customers, they post pictures using the skillet, videos using it. And I've seen some pretty cool things get cooked in that grilling skillet.
So what caused you to see now? Look, I'm all
I
I'm
know.
very
Look,
invested
yeah.
now. What made you switch over to get us to have a skillet or to have a skillet line?
Okay, so I have been selling seasons for a while, and I do a lot of cooking videos, right? And I'm always searching for different jars and different stuff for my business, and I ran upon a company that did cookware, and they were able to put your name on the cookware or make it personalized. And I'm like, oh, you know what? And I said, I'm just gonna try it. I'm gonna jump out on a limb because a lot of people they have businesses and they go from lane to lane and do all kinds of different stuff. I wanted to stick with food. I do a lot of cooking. I do a lot of cooking videos, and I'm so glad. I just thank God that I took a leap on faith with the skillets. I bought 50 of them, and the 50 sold out the first 7 days. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So I ordered 100 more, and then those sold out. And then I got the last 50, and those completely sold out. And I got people banging my door down. And I'm like, okay, guys, let me work on this cookware set, see how that goes. But I'm just so thankful and blessed that so many people are supporting me. I didn't even expect it. I wanted a way to get more sales and make more money with my business. Because you got to think it takes a lot of money to sell a bunch of $6 bottles of seasoning. It takes a lot of people to make money. So I have friends with other businesses who were making more money, and I'm like, oh, but their products cost more. So I wanted to add something to my list that costs more, where I can make more money but still be in my lane.
Yeah, and that's the key right there. Staying.
Solution.
Doc, wasn't we talking about this the other day? That is so. I am just so proud of you, sis, and I love how it's just so organic. And a lot of people don't understand that when you get this idea and when you think about something, sometimes you just have to roll with it and you just have to try it. You just have to go for it, and you never know. It's like when you always talk to a person who's been successful in business, and when they have this product, it's like, oh my gosh, how did that? Well, I just thought about it one day and it didn't really mean much to me. And then next thing you know, it turned into this whole big, but the ones who really like strategic and try to, they force it. See, that's the thing. That's the key. Don't force anything. If it's for you, it's for you, and it's going to naturally fall in your lane. And that's literally what sound like was happening. That's why I'm like, wow, this is pretty dope.
I've come a long way. It was at one point in my life, I was so down. I didn't have a car. I was literally walking orders to the post office. Literally walking to the post office to ship my orders. So when I think about things like that and how it's come a long way, it just makes me want to cry to know that I can go from walking my orders to the post office to selling 200 skillets. That means so much to me,
Wow. Wow. I'm so proud of you. I'm just like, ooh, that is so what's up. You need, okay, I'm going to give this to you and then I'm going to go, Queen, because I really got to get to my other meeting. But I'm just so glad that we had a chance to dig more deeper into, who you are. Because that just shows to me, I mean, it's about your business, but it's about, because you're about your business. And that's what queens are. Queens are about their business. So I don't know if you was listening to us before. We talking about we have to reign dominion over our own kingdom.
I was loving
right?
it.
Right. And you are doing that with, one bottle of seasoning, one skillet at a time. So from one queen to another queen, since you want to stay in your lane, boo, aprons. And that's it.
Oh, I got aprons. I'm just sold out right now.
Look, aprons and pot holders.
And pot holders with my logo.
The whole kitchen accessory. Like you're gonna have a whole
kitchen accessory.
The market of cooking
the whole
items and all of that. Like what you need, I got it. You can
exactly. So the spice
mixing spoons, your mixing bowls. Mixing bowls with lids.
Yes.
Everything.
Everything to go with everything, right? Listen, but I wish you so much love and joy and prosperous in your endeavors, and I can't wait to get my hands on one of them seasons. I don't care which one it is, but
you gotta drop me. Look, both of you ladies, drop me your addresses. I'm gonna send you samples of them. That way, when you sample it, and then I know I got you hooked once you taste it. I just gotta get it.
It's gonna be like crack, yo. She gonna be like, listen.
No, I have people to tell me, man, what did you put in this stuff? It gotta be some dope up in here. My kids won't eat nothing unless I use this seasoning.
Okay.
So I'm excited.
Oh, don't forget, I need both of y'all addresses. I get back to Vegas tomorrow night, and I'll be sure to send you ladies some samples.
Okay, absolutely. You're in the neophyte gang. I'm in there too. So I'll find you, I'll inbox you, and we go right from there. Boom, boom.
Yeah, shout out to Neophyte Gang. They introduced me to you guys. I'm so excited.
Yes, and then so you kind of come over to the Fierce and Fearless Weight Loss Challenge. That's our connection to the Fierce and Fearless.
I post my meals in there, so I'm pretty sure people probably look like what's some seasonings then.
Yeah.
So come on over and share your seasonings in the Fierce and Fearless Weight Loss group. We all in this together, Queen. I see you, ladies.
See you. Thank you, Miss Carolyn.
All right.
But yes, that is absolutely, what we do. We're queens out here in the queendom, supporting other queens, and making sure that we can get to the people that need us most. And so, I share what I cook because I understand a lot from interacting with people on Facebook that they don't really know like what to eat. Like they want to eat healthier, but they don't know like what's healthier. So I'm like, this is healthy. And they're like, that's healthy. Yes, it's healthy, but it tastes good. You don't have to sacrifice flavor and foods that you like and all of that stuff for health. Like you can make stuff healthier by leaving out the processed stuff, by reading the labels. Like you'll be like, I posted about the bread. People like, oh, I got to stop eating bread. No, you don't. You don't have to stop eating bread. Stop eating that white bread that got the high fructose corn syrup in it and all this extra mess in it. Like if you look at the bread label, wheat bread tends to have more natural, more like just good ingredients and fewer ingredients at that. So if you look and it says high fructose corn syrup, put it back on the shelf.
I know. And you know what? Somebody told me about that. And that's in a lot of stuff and it's in a lot of seasons, but none of that is in my season. So
there you go. Because and I'll get into the science of it now, because that's my thing. That's why they call me Doc. Okay.
I love it.
But high fructose corn syrup, it actually causes fatty liver disease. Fatty liver disease is the same disease that chronic alcoholics have. Mind you, I said chronic alcohol.
So a drunk eating.
Yes. You can never touch a drop of alcohol and still end up with fatty liver disease by eating tons of high fructose corn syrup.
That's crazy. That's good information to know.
And it actually creates like a feedback loop in your body. So when you eat stuff that has high fructose corn syrup, and it actually makes you crave more things that have more of that. Yeah,
it's addictive like a drug.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
And then the way it processes the byproducts of the sugars, like regular sugar breaks down into glucose. Like even if it's a complex sugar, it'll break down into the simple sugar, glucose, and everything in your body uses glucose.
Mm-hmm.
But the byproducts of high fructose corn syrup are like weird little like ketones and not even like the good ketones that that you get from being in ketosis, like from a keto diet. Not like that. Like these are things that are processed as a toxin, hence the fatty liver disease.
And we're putting this in our bodies. That's crazy.
And they put it in some of everything. So a lot of the reduced sodium items, you got to look on the label. So because when they take the salt out of it, it changes the flavor. So they add sugar to make it still taste good. And the sugar that they add tends to be high fructose corn syrup.
That is out of control.
Yeah, that's why I try and tell you it's very important to read the labels. That's why I made a whole course that tells you how to read the labels.
And I'm so glad
information.
First started, I didn't even have labels that showed you what was in it. But a lot of people have allergies. So at first I was like, oh, people be able to steal my ingredients. But no, they don't know how much I put in it.
Exactly.
So I put on my labels what's in there for people, with allergies, what you can and what you're not able to eat,
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And, that's like, those are probably the people who read the labels more often because they have an allergy. But if you don't have an allergy to stuff, people tend to be real mindless about what they buy based on what the packaging looks like. If it has all these nice colors and it says, oh, it's low sodium. But like I said, like they'll push all the health benefits of the thing on the front of the package because they know you're probably not going to read the back of the package. Exactly. That says all the stuff that's in it that's not good for you.
Exactly. That's great info to have.
And like with the snacking, like you want to aim for stuff that has protein, low sugar, and if there's no added sugars, even better, and fiber. If you have sugar, the sugar should not outnumber the fiber in it. So if you have 6 grams of sugar, it should be 10 to 11 grams of fiber.
Exactly. Look, teach us.
Because that keeps your blood sugar from spiking. So if you just eat something that's straight sugar, the fiber actually slows the uptake of the sugar into your bloodstream. So if you're diabetic or you're pre-diabetic, that's going to help keep you on track. And it's going to give you a longer lasting energy boost. So the sugar, it burns up very quickly as soon as it hits your system. But if you have fiber, it's going to be a slower release into your system. So you actually have an extended amount of energy.
Okay, well, look, that makes sense. You just taught me something tonight, because
Oh,
I'm trying to eat healthy and lose weight myself. I feel like I'm gonna be on a lot of TV shows and promote. My goal is to be on Food Network, Home Shopping Network. So I want to get my body together. I want to be healthy. I want to live. So
yeah.
it's all about being healthy and eating healthy and working out, and I'm with all of that.
Exactly. Yeah, because when I saw the announcement, I was like, oh, I like this pic because you did. You look like, I'm like, dang, she got a cookie show now. Because that's what I thought the ad was for. I didn't know it was for your pots and pans. So I read, so I read the post. I was like, oh, she got pots and pans coming. Because I'm like I said, I've been seeing your seasoning all across my timeline and stuff. I'm like, I need to
And see, and remember what I was just saying earlier? People, like a friend, people don't realize you don't even have to buy my seasoning. But if you share my season on your page, if I only get one customer that, or if only one other person likes my page and put it in their mind and they share, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Like, you don't necessarily have to buy something from me. Simply sharing my post to your audience is a huge help. And I try to tell people that all the time. That's how my success, that's how it's going so good, because I have people sharing it. My customers, they love it so much. When they use it, they take pictures and they post. That's like one of the biggest form of advertising. And when I say it comes guerrilla marketing, I'm marketing back to back. The only reason why I'm not marketing right now, I couldn't even market this interview because I'm in Facebook jail.
Oh,
Yeah, and so, because with success comes haters. So I have people who will go through my page and report stuff from 2 or 3 years ago. Just, yes, it
wow.
just becomes haters. So right now, I was so upset. I was telling Quinn, I said, I can't even promote this interview like I want to, because I can't. I feel like I would have way more people watching if I was able to promote it to my audience. But you better believe in 2 days when I'm out.
Okay. I'm like, don't worry, we're recording. It will be
Exactly.
posted. But yeah, like, and that's the thing, like turning your own journey into, something that can support your business even more. Cause it's like, you already have your own goals and you know how you want to pursue those, and you can invite people to on that journey with you. Like, okay, I'm eating healthier. This is what I'm eating. Guess why it tastes so good? Boom.
So good.
So that's always a blessing when your life is just intertwined so nicely that it's so seamless, and everything just falls into place. And that is what happens when you keep your head upright, like back straight, shoulders back, like, yeah, we out here. Okay.
It's my crown. I need a crown. I'm feeling like a queen tonight.
Yes. Yeah, girl, I'm telling you, got to get you one of these, because I don't even have to be on the show. I'll put this on. I get in front of my mirror. I'm like, ooh, you doing it today, queen. What we going to do today?
You know what? That's what I'm invested. I'm investing me a crown.
Yeah.
And I'm start putting that on when I do my cooking videos. It's a queen cooking for you.
Yes. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's a whole different vibe. And then when you understand like who you are in your queendom and how you rock your crown, it creates that energy around you, so that even when the haters try and come, don't worry, because you're gonna have other queens blocking, like, oh no, we don't do that. We don't do that peasant behavior over here. It's only queens.
Exactly.
So if you come into this space, leave the peasant behavior behind and elevate yourself to queen.
Moving over to next levels,
Okay. No, we accepting nothing less but the best.
Exactly. I agree. And that's where I'm at now. So that's why, even with that, I don't let that type of stuff discourage me. I keep going. I keep promoting. I keep moving. I have trade shows lined up for the next few months. And every time I go to a trade show, I'm selling over 1,000 bottles of seasoning. So I have great things happening. So I can't let any of the negatives affect it when I have so many positives where I can't even let the negatives affect me, because I know I have a long way to go. And I'm, like I told you, I tell myself this every day. I will be on Food Network. I will be on Home Shopping Network. I will be a millionaire. Those are 3 things that I tell myself every day. Every single day I tell myself this, because I feel like if I say it, I speak it into existence, I manifest it, I will achieve all 3 of those things. And those are my main 3 goals.
And I'm glad that you brought that up and kind of tying into what Miss Carolyn was saying earlier about the things that you say to yourself are so important. And it's because of the way our brains like literally work. So we all know we got a subconscious mind, and usually our subconscious mind, it has no real access to our conscious mind. Like you can't tell your subconscious mind, stop breathing. That's not because that's something that your subconscious mind controls. So you're not going to just stop breathing because you want to. No. But the thing about your subconscious mind is it doesn't know the difference between what you're thinking and what you're actually experiencing in reality. So the things that you think are feeding your subconscious mind. So if you're saying, oh, I can't do this, then your subconscious mind, oh, we can't do this. Oh, okay. So then when you come up to that point, guess what your subconscious mind is going to tell you? We can't do this. And then boom, anxiety, your blood pressure shoot up, your heart rate shoot up, you getting dizzy and lightheaded because you're like, oh my gosh. Now your subconscious mind is like, oh, we're in trouble. But you're not actually in trouble because you've been telling yourself that you can't do this.
Exactly.
Now you think that you're in a position that you're in danger because you can't do something. So when you tell yourself that you can do this, that you are going to have this, that you're going to experience this, your subconscious mind is like, are we going there? Are we there?
There's no other
subconscious mind. You're already there.
Believe me, when I was walking my orders to the post office, I was telling myself, hey, you got to get these orders out on time regardless. Handle your business. Things will change from here. And I've already come a long way from that. So that's how I know, it can't do anything but get better,
And how did that determination feel though? How did that
feel? So good. And it's so deep to where I cry tears of happiness all the time on how far I've come because I thought it was over. Going through a divorce, starting over, leaving everything. I thought it was over for me. So to start over, rebuild this on my own, I had so many friends turn on me, do negative things, try to destroy my character, but I kept going. I kept staying positive because I know I'm a good person. And I'm like, these things are going to turn around. I've been hit with things that would kill a lot of people, but I use that to make me stronger, and it's definitely helped.
And that is definitely Queendom character and staying upright because a lot of people that be like, oh, well, people did me like this, so I got the right to be like, no. That is having that upright character where if everybody else want to lay down and do whatever, that's on them.
And
but
having
you yourself, that's on you.
And having a positive attitude is what's really helped me. Being positive no matter the situation. People can say stuff about me, talk. I know it's not true. I can't get mad. That's what happens with success. Things are going to happen. I just stay strong and I stay positive. And doing that has taken me where I am now. And I know it's going to take me even further in life.
Yes. And I always love seeing the progression of queens and seeing, their determination and, all the opportunities that come their way from having that determination. Because had you given up when you didn't have a car, like, oh, and then a lot of people do that. They'll have that excuse. Oh, well, I don't have no way to get to the post office. I don't have no bus fare. I don't have this, or, people not supporting the people that I want to support me. They not here. I want no. Because what happens is you're being tested to see if you even have what it takes to get you there in that space where you can have all of that. Or you're going to have someone else taking your orders to the post office. Don't even worry. It's going to be somebody else's job to do all of that.
Exactly.
You're going to have to focus on the creative and making sure the stuff is done correctly.
Yes.
Somebody else's job is going to be that.
I'm the one packing these seasons because in a minute, I know I'm not going to be doing this anymore. This job will be handled by a company. So right now I'm enjoying taking these orders, making the orders, putting my own touch to it. Because eventually I know it's going to be so big to where I'm not going to be doing it anymore. Because I guarantee you're going to be like, hey, I remember when I interviewed her. When you see me in Walmart and in Target, you're going to be like, I remember when I interviewed her right in the beginning. Because I'm telling you, I'm going places.
Yeah, I told you, I'm already a low-key fan. I ain't even got the seasons yet. And I tried to hit you and was like, oh, they all gone. I had to send them to the store. Oh, man. Right. Oh, man. But I'm excited for these samples. I'm definitely going to send you my
make sure you get your address. Because I know once I get that sample, you hooked.
Oh yeah, and I'll definitely work them into our recipes and stuff for our Saturday shows because like I said, sometimes it's hard to kind of tell people like what to season the food with because it's just like, oh, I don't know. Not everybody knows like what this stuff is. You know, I'll explain it, but it's like they don't have it on hand, and it's like I don't know. It's gonna taste a little different if you didn't use what I told you to use.
Exactly.
But yeah, I'll definitely work that into some of our recipes because I'm telling it'd be hard sometimes to figure out like what should I even season this with, like,
Exactly.
but I don't want to come out tasting plain or just using regular salt and pepper.
In my seasonings, like I have a garlic peppercorn herb. I'm definitely gonna get you that one out. It has no salt in it, but it has 12 other pure blends, and it's so thick, it's so flaky. A lot of those store-bought seasonings, they're so thin because they're full of salt. So it's just
And I
thin.
noticed that too. Yeah.
All of my seasonings are thick, bulky. They have volume to it. So you're actually, getting something out of it. So that's the difference in mine and store bought.
Oh yeah, I like that because I did have to explain that to people because a lot of times we get the garlic salt and the onion salt, but when you like use it, realize it's more salt than garlic, more salt
Yeah.
than onion. So I'm
Yeah.
like, you might want to have some garlic powder and onion powder on hand so you don't actually have to use a lot of that
Yeah.
salt. But,
Use
it's
garlic
still a
salt
different
or
flavor, like,
garlic or onion salt. It's just too salty.
yeah.
It's basically all salt with just a little powder.
Mm-hmm. And then not to mention the preservatives, like you'd be surprised at like what those preservatives like do to you. And then your body treats them like they're toxins. So it puts extra work on your kidneys and your liver when you're trying to process all of this stuff. And then you got to get your water. And that's why I love Nail Fit Game because I was struggling with my water. I'm gonna admit it, I was. But like seeing everybody post, I'm on my water. I'm like, you know what? I ain't drinking no water today.
That motivates the heck out of me. Like people don't really understand losing weight. Some people could do it easy. Some of us need motivation. So when you go in there and you see people of all ages working out, you see people all sizes working out. So I'm a big girl, so I can go in there and I feel comfortable posting. I don't feel like nobody's gonna judge me. We're all in here trying to lose weight. Nobody's body is perfect. Everybody motivates you there, and it makes me want to look good. I'm like, man, these ladies are 10, 15 years older than me. They in here doing all these squats. How the hell I missed today?
Okay. And then I'm loving it. It's more fellas joining and everything.
Girl,
and
you see all the men waist
yes,
trainers?
I'm like, and their waist train. I'm like, thank you. Because
Let me
like
put my
I
waist
do
train on.
try
Man
and
trying to train his waist. I know I sure need to get mine on.
okay, and I come I come through with all of the scientific facts because who is that Ty? Ty, he always give me a hard time, but he hopped on my workout and said, oh, I don't need to do no squats, I don't need no big butt. No, men, you need to do your squats because guess what's in that area? Your colon and your prostate. You need those muscles to help keep all of that healthy so that you don't run into incontinence and prostate cancer and colon cancer. These are all very preventable things that are killing men, especially black men. It's a very, very, what do they say? You're almost 2 point something times more likely to get prostate and colon cancer if you're of black African descent, and I believe East Islander, and I want to say like East Asian or something like that.
And that's crazy. So that's why we got to add this working out. And we were saying it wrong. It's NAO Fit Gang.
Yeah,
I always
NAO,
say
yeah.
AO, but it's initials.
Right.
It's NAO
Sorry.
Gang.
My bad, Quetta.
But look, y'all better join NAO Fit Game. But the motivation there, it makes you really feel good. And then a lot of people in there use my seasons when they're cooking their healthy lunches. And it's just like a family in there.
Yeah,
Nobody's judging anybody.
everybody.
Like my stomach is all big. I'm putting on my waist trainer and nobody's judging. I started out in a 6X waist trainer and now I'm in a 3X waist trainer.
Girl,
I still have a long way to go.
But you didn't went a long way too.
And there was a lot of motivation in that group, man. When you see all those people working out, it make you feel lazy when you see all those people down your timeline. Like you said, it helps you to get your water. It's like everybody drunk their water but me, you know?
Yeah, I'm gonna at least get a cup in. Hold on. Let me.
Like I said, that squat challenge, that's what I said. Let me step it up. Everybody and their grandma doing their squats. I felt bad when I missed a day.
I'm telling you, and it does, and it's like just seeing other people's motivation really like helps you like get up and do something. Like even if it, because like I couldn't get in my leg and butt workout yesterday, but I still did some yoga, and that actually was, I don't know, that might have been harder than what I was planning on doing. I probably should just did my workout.
Right. You know
But
what?
I did some.
People do yoga, like even Quetta. Have you ever saw her
Yep.
yoga videos?
Yeah.
Girl, look, I wish I had that. That takes body strength.
Yeah, I still haven't tried the headstands and the handstands and stuff because I got weak arms and I ain't trying to crack my neck. But she definitely was working it out, and I was like, she can actually balance like that. Okay,
too heavy for that.
No, hey, but no, I follow a plus size yogi on Instagram. Like yeah, she's a thick girl and she be doing all of them poses. She is very flexible. So it's real, like, and that's what I love about yoga. No matter what your body type is, it's really to get you in tune with your body. And as Nikita was saying, like a great energy. Yes, thank you. Nothing like the mind, body, and spirit, and the fact that your seasoning, Mia's seasonings are healthy. So
yes,
so like getting in tune.
I have a keto seasoning that I put together. And it's so good. When I say it's a keto friendly Italian season, I'm gonna send you a sample of that. It's not on my website right now. I did a test run with a bundle with a couple other business owners, and it's sold like that. But when I say it's really good, there's no salt in it, and it's keto friendly. It's items. The pure blends are made to, they're healthy. So I'm gonna have to send you some of that too. You'll like it.
And I'm excited because you keep saying like there's no salt in, because you'll be surprised at how much salt we take in throughout the day. And the who is that, the ADA or the CDC? I'm gonna have to check my referencing on that, but it's definitely a government health organization that suggests that you keep your additional salt intake under, I want to say like six teaspoons, like not even six. I want to say it's like a tablespoon. It's a very small amount of salt, like that they want you adding into your foods, because the foods that we eat already have sodium and things like that in it. So if you're adding salt to it,
and then they drinks too. A lot of drinks have sodium in everything.
Yeah. Yes. Yoga is for everyone. Watch me work, watch me tumble. Yeah.
Ladora, you be doing yoga, girl. You got to give me some pointers, girl.
It is, and it gets the blood flowing, and I have like back issues, and so that really helps with my back issues. It helps me stretch out. If my hip call itself trying to hurt, maybe I need to do some yoga, and I'll do my little yogi sit where you kind of, it's almost like a squat position, and you sit with your legs out and your arms on the inside of your legs, and you can just sit like that. And that actually helps strengthen your butt and your thigh muscles and your lower back muscles, because you're supporting yourself in that squat.
Well, I was reading something one of my friends posted recently where she was like 10 minutes a day of stretching does so many wonders to your body. I might need to start doing that. But I'm 37 before I get too broke down and can't move,
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing, like, not just moving and exercising, like you really have to have that recovery, and stretching is a big part of the recovery. If you find yourself sore for too long, it's probably because you didn't stretch that muscle back out, so that it could rest and repair itself. Because when you work out, you tear muscle fibers. Like even if they're the smallest of fiber or whatever, you're still tearing muscle fibers, which is why you have to get your protein in directly after your workout, and you have to stretch, because that allows the muscles to relax so that they can do the repairs that they need to, and you can actually get the benefits out of your workouts. And you also don't want to do too much like high intensity stuff back to back, because you have to give your muscles time to rest. So if you're trying to get booty gains and all you do is a whole bunch of you gotta get that time to rest. You gotta add that recovery in there, or you're not gonna do nothing but break your muscles down. And
I'm glad I don't need no booty gains. I gotta get rid of the stomach and these arms.
But hey, and trust me, it'll all melt away with consistency. And
That's the
we have
key.
been
Consistency is
consistent.
the key with anything. It's with working out and even with your business. And that's another thing why my business is where it's at now. I'm consistent. If you're my friend on Facebook, you know I sell seasoning. There's no way if you're my friend on Facebook that you don't know that I sell seasons. That's how much I promote. When I say I guerrilla market. You know what I mean? The I said, and it make you want to taste them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because like I said, that's all I see. And then, with me being a part of NAO Fit Gang, like I'm seeing it in the group, and then I'm actually friends with them outside of the group. So if they're posting it on their time, it's still showing up on my timeline, even outside of the group post. So I'm like, everybody using this seasoning. What's up with the seasoning?
And I get a lot of orders from Philly, the Maryland area, and those are all people that see Naquetta cooking with that season all the time, because she's not just promoting it or just saying, hey, try my friend's season. She's using it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
She's cooking with it. So when you cook with, that's why I said I got to get you them samples, because once you actually taste it, when people taste it, like, this is an actual good product. They want to share it. They want to help me promote it because it's actually good. And so that's why when you see somebody, you don't just see them sharing it. They're actually sharing a meal they cooked or a TikTok they
Exactly.
made. People are actually out here using this season.
Exactly. And that's what makes people want to use it, like buy it to use, and not just, oh, that's good for them. Because when it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm sure somebody, no, when you see it, like, dang, they keep, so I can't even taste like what they tasting because I don't have that seasoning. You feel left out. Like, I don't want to be left out of
Nobody
it's so
wants to be
good.
left out.
And she was like everything, and then because she love, she loved that one. That's got to be her favorite one. Because when she makes a video,
everything is zesty lemon pepper. I look, for a minute, I had to tell Naquetta, you gonna have to try something else. I'm sick of lemon pepper. She put lemon pepper on everything, and I'm like, girl, the other flavor's good too. I'm just addicted to the lemon pepper. I'm like, try something else.
Exactly. People love results and experience, not advertising and promoting. Exactly.
Yes, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
why testimonies are so important, because it's like, it's not just, sharing you, but, getting people to understand you and why you're doing it, but they can also get a chance to identify with you and your journey and what you're offering.
And that's the whole thing about the fan club. The fan club on Facebook, a lot of my customers, they share their recipes. People put their everything on some crazy stuff. So people like to share it and post it.
Oh, you should make it a challenge, like what you put your everything on. And then I put that on everything, and then I put my everything on, and then
that's a good idea. As soon as I'm out of Facebook penitentiary, I'm
right.
on it.
Yeah, that'll be a nice little challenge right there, because I'm gonna come up with some stuff now.
Exactly.
Because I love me some
you
food.
tell me what you put everything on? I've even had people, because the name, it's so catchy. It's a lot of other people who are selling everything seasons now. It's people who are even on my friends list who blocked and deleted me. Now they sell everything season. But it's not about just having the name. It's about it being good. It's about the promotion. It's about me. I'm a good salesperson and I'm a collector. That's my full-time job. I'm a collection rep, and I collect $9,000-$10,000 a day from people. So I'm good at talking. So I can sell my product, and I feel like that's why I'm so successful,
Exactly.
because, it's you. It's you, your branding. I put my face, once I put my face on that bottle, everybody kept saying that's the worst decision you can make. You can't be you putting your logo. You can't put your face on logo. You can't do that. But when I tell you my sales went up times 10, and I remember my first logo, it was just like a little face. But then my logo it's become better and better and better. Now my logo incorporates my seasoning and my cookware, at the same time. Because like I said, Black Rachel Ray. I don't want to say Paula Dean.
No, because watch out. She gonna be the white Mia Collins. Watch out.
Okay.
All right, we speaking it into where
existence. Okay.
Walk into what's for you.
Okay.
Yes, you are the brand. You do it well. You absolutely do, Queen. And like you are just like your whole story is just so inspiring. And you know, it really speaks a lot for, like I said, those fledgling business owners. Like if you selling, you know, eyelashes and hair, and it's like, yeah, everybody doing that, then find what you actually want to do. Like, yeah, it's cool for like some residuals and stuff, but if you actually want to own a business, find your passion. You have 14 years experience in food. Exactly. So you know what you're doing.
And eventually I will bring my sauces out because we had 31 flavors of chicken wings. You know, and all of our sauces were made from scratch. So it's just, I wanted to master seasoning first. Now, once I master this seasoning, then I'm gonna work my way back into the sauces. But for now, I'm leaving that alone because you have to perfect and learn things first. It's so much more you have to do with the upkeep of sauces and shelf life and all that. I'm not ready for that just yet.
Right.
But once I'm to that level, you got to know when you're ready for what you're ready for. And then I got to keep something to be able to be released. I can't release it all right now.
Right. Exactly. You got to leave room for growth.
So 2022 sauces. But for now, we're focusing on this seasoning and this cookware.
Absolutely. So we all know where we can find you. We got the web address. That's your actual website there. You can purchase items. And then he flashed the fish up there for the fish fry seasoning.
Ooh, that fish is for $2, y'all. You better get it while it's on sale. And it's new and improved. You know, I've been doing fish fry and it was good, but I'm about perfecting it. Because I cook with this stuff. I'm not just making it and selling it. Okay. So I'm like, oh, my fish fry missing a little something. So if you tried the fish fry 2 months ago and beyond, it's a whole new fish fry now. It's new and improved. It stays golden brown. It sticks to the fish, so you don't have to coat it with egg or anything. It's just as good as one you buy on the store shelf. And right now it's on sale for $2.
See? And that's where we at. So queens, keep your head upright, adjust your crown, and always rock truth or nothing at all. Y'all have a great evening.
Bye, y'all.